art student, as a literature student, there are certain areas you cannot dodge when it comes to JAMB, right? And in this video, we'll be looking at such areas, giving you questions. Expected questions, JAMB Expo questions, past questions on such areas. Basically, in this part 1, we are focusing on certain aspects of literary appreciation. I want you to pay attention because there's always a lot of failures around literature. If you want to be a lawyer, there are certain things you cannot do without really being grounded in literature. So I want you to focus, give me your ears, give me your attention in this video. Let nothing distract you, right? The distractions can come when you show me your JAMB results and you get 300 and above. The distraction can come when you chat me up and show me, oh, I've gotten admission into so and so university this year, when you are not among those to score 150, 130 in JAMB, right? If you score 300 and above, then we can now enjoy. But for now, it is time to focus, okay? Number 1. The basic outline of a story arranged in a sequential and logical order is known as dash. The basic outline of a story arranged in a sequential and logical order is known as dash. A. Storyline. B. Plot. C. Narration. D. Novel. The answer is plot. The plot of the story. A plot is the arrangement, the sequential and logical arrangement of a story, right? The basic outline of a story arranged in a sequential and logical order is known as what? Plot. Okay, are you with me? The repetition of the same consonant sound at the start of a series of words in succession is an instance of dash. The repetition of the same consonant sound at the start of a series of words in succession is an instance of dash. A. Exaggeration. B. Simile. C. Alliteration. D. Recurrence. What is the answer? The answer is alliteration. That is C. I have an assignment for you. I want you to give me the difference between simile and irony. Simile and irony. That's your first assignment. Anytime I give you an assignment, don't jump and pass. Sometimes the serious ones, I know the serious ones in this channel. Right? So I want you to, any assignment I gave in literature or in use of English or any other of the subjects we have been covering, don't jump and pass. Go over, write them down. After you watch this video, come and submit your assignment. Okay? When the sun began to yawn is an instance of dash. A. Impersonation. B. Hyperbole. C. Comic. D. Personification. The answer is personification. What is personification? Personification is that figure of speech that gives an attribute of a living thing, or an attribute of human being, or an attribute of something living to a non-living thing, right? Like when you say tick-tock, says the clock. The clock is not a human being that talks, but you say tick-tock, says the clock. Okay, so you can also say the moon and the sun are fighting, or the battle between the moon and the sun is personification because two of them are not human beings, they cannot fight. Do you understand? When you say things like hunger knocked on my door. Hunger is not a human being, they cannot knock. So when we talk about personification, that is we're talking about giving attributes of life, right? Giving life attributes of a living thing to a non-living thing. Okay, can you give me other examples? Please, this is your second assignment. Give me 2 other examples of personification. Don't jump these assignments. Remember, If you watch this video from now to the end, I'm going to do you a favor. I will give you free JAMB past questions and free JAMB syllabus. I've been giving it to the serious ones in this channel. If you want to get free JAMB syllabus from me and free JAMB past question, just watch this video till the end and I will tell you how you can easily get it. Just watch this particular video till the very end. Remember that I've done a series of videos on both literature, economics, use of English, Lucky Headmaster, the JAMB novel. I've done a series of videos on this your subject. So what you have to do, if you need me to give you any access to all the videos I've done on literature, all the videos I've done on Lucky Headmaster, all the videos I've done on use of English, all the videos I've done on economics, just tell me in the comment section. Tell me, give me access or give me the link. Then you mention the name of the subject and I could consider giving it to you. Flashback is a technique by which Flashback is a technique by which A. Actors move backward in stage. B. A previous scene or action can be recalled in a play to shed light to the present action. A previous, you know what previous means? That's past. A previous scene or action can be recalled in a play to shed light on the present action. C. Actors remember past events before taking a revenge. D. Scene or series of scenes are shown. Flashback is a technique by which the answer actually is B. A previous scene or action can be recalled in a play to shed light. Sometimes when you are watching movie, maybe somebody is already in Lagos living a big man life. Then something happens and he remembers. They will not show him in the village as a palm wine tapper. That one is flashback. Okay, some skit makers also use it like Sabinus. Okay, are you following? If the videos I make have been helpful to you, please also tell me. Knowing that I don't waste my time, knowing that whenever I come back, I am very busy. I run a very busy schedule. I run schools, about 3 schools in Enugu, right? So, but I try to make videos for you. If these videos I make for you are helpful, let me know. Just tell me how helpful they have been to you. It will motivate me and encourage me to do more. It will show me that my efforts are not being in vain. The study, analysis, interpretation, and evaluation of literary works is referred to as The study, analysis, interpretation, and evaluation of literary works is referred to as A. Criticism. B. Summary. C. Literary appreciation. D. Biography. The answer is criticism. You criticize a work. You can criticize a work. Action, time, and place in drama can be regarded as the Action, time, and place in drama can be regarded as the A. 3 main unities. B. Channels. C. Features. D. Performance. The answer is action, time, and place is the 3 main unities. These 3 unities are what actually makes a drama. The action being performed, the time that thing is taking place, and the place, the location. Okay, very, very important. Remember, as an art student, you need to study. Don't be afraid of the novels. Literature comes with some novels, right? And it changes year by year, right? If you don't know the recommended literature test for this year's JAMB exam, you can also ask me in the comment section. But then I want you to be very serious. If you know the literary test, please also paste it in the name of the test and the author, the ones you are reading. Also type it in the comment section. Okay, very important. Let us help ourselves. A poem that does not conform to the regular rules of meter, rhyme, or line length is known as A meter that does not conform to the regular rules of meter, a poem that does not conform to the regular rules of meter, rhymes, or line length is known as A. Irregular verse. B. Freestyle. C. Exemption. D. Free verse. The answer is free verse. That one is actually free. It flows the way it likes. It goes as long as it likes or as short as it likes. So it's free. It's free. It's free. There's no fast and hard rule for those category, right? I hope you are following. Remember to ask me to give you the link to all the videos I've done on use of English. I've done more than 20 videos giving you Expo questions, past question answers on use of English. And this is very crucial because in your exam, other subjects in your JAMB, other subject has 40 questions, but use of English, probably because of the JAMB novel, has extra 20 questions. That means use of English has 60 questions. I've taught you that one of the reasons why you need to be more serious with your preparation is that JAMB will give you only 40 seconds to attempt all the questions. 40 seconds per question. You have 180 questions to attempt, and JAMB will give you only 40 seconds. And once it is done, once the 2 hours allotted is gone, your laptop will shut down. So you need to study more than ever before. You need to do what? Study more than ever before. A poem written to mourn the dead is known as dash. A poem written for a dead person is known as dash. A. Dirge. B. Elegy. C. Eulogy. D. Irony. What is the answer? The answer actually is B. Elegy. 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 Right? Eulogy is actually to praise somebody. Okay, but elegy is for the dead. Elegy is for the dead. Now I have an assignment for you. Tell me the difference between elegy and ode. O-D-E. Okay, write these assignments down and I am waiting for you to submit them. Romantic poetry appreciates dash. Romantic poetry appreciates dash. A. Love between a man and a woman. B. The Roman poets. C. The beauty of nature. D. The work of poets. Romantic poetry appreciates the beauty of nature, right? Some people can write a beautiful poem about mountains, about the seas, about birds, about a woman, about a man, you know. There are a lot of things that we can write romantic, about a fruit, about a lot. It doesn't have to really be about beauty. It doesn't have to be a poem about women and a beautiful body, you know. Okay, let's look at this number 10. I want you to pay strict attention. Before it was daybreak, Grandpa has passed on to the great beyond. Before it was daybreak, Grandpa has passed on to the great beyond. This line is an instance of the use of dash. A. Hyperbole. B. Simile. C. Euphemism. D. Indirect. I won't tell you the answer. I want you to think and tell me the answer of question 10. Before it was daybreak, Grandpa had passed on to the great beyond. This line is an instance of the use of dash. A. Hyperbole. B. Simile. C. Euphemism. D. Indirect. What do you think is the answer? Tell me in the comment section. In our next video, we will continue from this place where we stop. That will be in part 2 of our video on literature. Now I want you to focus. I want you to do what? Focus. Go to the next video. Now, to receive those past questions and syllables, do 4 things. Number 1 is very compulsory. Number 1, join our YouTube channel. You can see the option to join. Go over to our channel, Noble Tutorial. Find the option to join our channel. Click on the button and join. Follow the prompts, join. It's very important. It will give you access to me. Number 2, like this video. Number 3, share this video. Click on share. Share it here on YouTube. Then click on share. Copy the link. Paste that link on WhatsApp groups, on Telegram channels that we belong to, on Facebook groups for JAMB candidates. Just share it across to your friends, your classmates, all the WhatsApp groups you belong to. Share the link to this video. Then finally, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Noble Tutorials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. When you subscribe, turn on the notification bell, right? Remember, join, like, share this video, then subscribe. When you have done these things, come under this video and tell me I have subscribed. I have subscribed. Once I see you type I have subscribed, I will chat you up and send you those materials. Remember the assignments I gave you. Remember to submit them right now. There's a video I'm leaving for you on the screen. Click on it and watch now.